Sitting in the secret square, and the contestant who picks it first could win a holiday for two in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Which star is it? Marcia Wallace, Vincent Price, Karen Valentine, Jonathan Winters, Kate Smith, George Gobel, Robert Fuller, Ernest Borgnine, or Paul Lynde, all in the Hollywood Squares. And here's the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Thank you, Kenny. Good evening. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares. Hello, stars. We have a young lady, a homemaker, mother of two, and all she wants to say is, hello, stars. So, Harriet Baptist, welcome to the show, and...
Hello, stars.
Hello. Good luck this evening, Harriet.
Thank you.
Yeah, all righty. Our Mr. X is a physician. He's an MD, general practitioner, bachelor, a jogger. Ralph Hylinski. Ralph, nice to see you and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Want to say hello, stars?
Hello, stars.
There you go, right. Ralph, they're looking for MCs, and you have the look. I'm telling you. Oh, absolutely. Great way of life. Yes. We're going to have a commercial word. Then we're going to return, and we're going to play a Hollywood Squares Secret Square game after this. Is it to get 3 stars in a row, either across or down or diagonally? It is up to them to figure out if the stars give you a correct answer, making one up bet so they get the squares. Each completed game is worth $250. In addition, the first 3 games we play for Secret Squares. Ken?
And next star's the first Secret Square for a vacation in Mexico. We'll jet you from Los Angeles for a week for 2 at Posada Vallarta in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Air-conditioned rooms with exclusive beaches, private villas with swimming pools, and continental dining with entertainment. Add to the fine service furnished by Posada Vallarta. Plus, Garanimo's long-wearing, inexpensive kids' clothes for toddlers to teens. Just match Garanimo tags and get perfect coordinated tops and bottoms, and take along golf clubs. The Ram Tour Miladies models, designed to combine beauty with maximum playability, with golf bags and head covers for an unbeatable golf ensemble, all furnished by Ram Golf Corporation, valued over $500, and a $1,000 his and her custom archery set, including Jennings compound bow, target size super case and t-shirt, a great family sport furnished by Jennings Compound Bows Incorporated, and remember your trip, a Polaroid camera from the famous Spiegel catalog. More than 500 pages, new twice a year with over 50,000 quality items providing value, selection, and economy, furnished by Spiegel. That's it, Peter.
Ken, let's show the home audience the Secret Square. As you know, the stars are brief before the show to help them with the bluffs, but as always, they are hearing the actual questions for the first time as they are asked. Ralph won the toss. Good luck, my friend. Pick a star.
Vincent Price.
All righty. Vincent, what did Samson do with the jawbone of an ass?
Oh, Peter, he did the most marvelous thing. He wired it to his trash compactor. And then he got tremendous laughs at big parties in
that
Babylon.
he did, yeah.
With it, you know.
Oh, of course, yes, I can.
He slew the enemy.
He
slew
slew.
the Philistines.
Absolutely.
100 of them, in fact. Yeah. Yes, I've read 1,000. 1,000, yeah. Okay, well,
Robert Fuller.
Robert, let's put an X up there. Thank you. Now, who was John and Martha Kent's famous fictional stepson?
Clark Kent.
Clark
I agree.
Kent. That's right. Yay! Up and away with the circle, Ralph.
Call in.
Paul, according to doctors, now Ralph here's a doctor, he may know this. According to doctors, can spending a night in a sleeping bag do anything good for you?
I'll say my den mother bought me a Corvette.
Can it do anything good for you, sleeping in a sleeping bag? Yes. Yeah.
I'll agree.
I'll tell you why. According to the Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, sore muscles, of course they are effectively eased by the uniform heat of the sleeping bag. Well, put an X there, and Harriet,
George Gobel.
according to research, what is the single most popular reason that people tell lies?
To get reelected. Well, I mean, there's quite a few. One, you're afraid to tell the truth. The other would be your ego, you know, kind of bragging a little bit.
Exaggerating.
Exaggerating.
Exaggerating. That's why most people tell lies, to exaggerate.
I agree.
No, it's to avoid disapproval or punishment.
Well, I'll go to George Gobel.
All righty. For $250, George, there are seeing eye dogs for the blind. We know that, but true or false, there are now hearing ear dogs for the deaf.
Hearing ear dogs? Well, it's kind of a problem taping them to your ears. I don't think that...
No. Are there hearing ear dogs for the deaf?
I don't think so.
I agree.
Doctor, yes, there are. I'll tell you. They are trained to react to doorbells, phone rings, etc. Put a circle there. Okay, Harriet, a break for you.
Ernest Borgnine, twin.
Not the Secret Square for $250. In the classic movie, what did Carl Denham and John Driscoll bring to America from Skull Island? Classic movie. Carl Denham and John Driscoll, they brought to America something from Skull Island. What?
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Harry?
I agree.
King Kong. Put an X there. Ralph?
Ernest Borgnine.
No, we got the X
Oh,
for
sorry, I
Ernest.
have an X.
Yes. Several ways to play it. Now, take a look. Secret Square game.
I'm sorry, Harry.
Jonathan Winters.
Jonathan Winters, to win diagonally. In England, older people like you, Sir Trafalgar, sometimes call them blowers. What are they? In England, some folks call them blowers. What are they?
Well, these chaps are held somewhat like a large frog or toad, like a bellows, and they put candles out. Blowers. I hadn't been home in over 15 or 20 years.
But in England, older people
Yes.
sometimes call them blowers. What are they?
I have no idea.
Would you like the question?
I would not.
They're telephones. They used to have to blow into the phone. Yes, of course, Vincent. Back
That's
to
another
a
reason why England lost.
All right, this is one of my favorite. Binky Bixford, you are a Madison Avenue executive. Okay, Binky?
Yeah.
How did most colonial Americans make a living?
Most colonial Americans, I would think, obviously had nothing to do with the stock market at that time. There was no stock market, so I would imagine most of them made a living by, I suppose, just getting tea out of the sea. Of course not. That's nonsense. I would think most, seriously speaking, that I can go back in history as far back as I can possibly go just after I attended Yale in the third year. I would think that they probably were basically farmers.
Farmers.
I agree.
Not by hunting, not by trapping, by farming. Yes, X gets the square. Very good. Who's the Secret Square? Marcia Wallace, you could have gone to Marcia to win. Well, we'll have another Secret Square game after this commercial word. We'll be right back. Game number 2, Keith.
And circle start the second Secret Square for the Anana radar range. First microwave oven with a memory. You can program to cook, simmer, defrost. Simple as 1, 2, 3 from the world famous Amana. And a Western Auto gift certificate for the Concord Bridge Dining Group with beautiful early American styling. Redeemable at one of their 4,800 stores. Furnished by Western Auto. Also, combined home cooked flavor and economy with oil and bag convenience. Daisy Seal Meal 2. Feast now, serve anytime. Daisy products. And Washed at Forge Town and Country Tableware. Beautiful wood handles, knives, hollow ground with serrated edges. Quality stainless furnished by Wash and Forge. And Zenus 19-inch diagonal 100% solid state Chromacolor 2 with Space Command, remote control, and zoom. Press a button and the zoom picture is 50% larger. Furnished by Zenith. Plus 1 million S&H green stamps. Select your prize for more than 1,500 brand name gifts. Furnished by S&H green stamps. That little extra that adds up to a lot. Worth $2,500. That's it, Peter.
Thank you, Kenneth. Show the whole lady to Secret Square. Harriet Baptist, pick a star.
Karen Valentine.
Karen,
Yes.
in literature, if you just woke up and found the bodies of your hubby, your cousin, and a prince who loved you, who would you be?
I beg your pardon.
In literature.
Only one place?
Now, if you just woke up and found the bodies around you, you found the bodies of your husband, your cousin, and a prince who loved you, who would you be? What character in literature?
I know, and it's Shakespeare, and it would be, what was Hamlet's mother's name?
Frida. What do I know?
Hamlet's mother.
Gertrude.
Hamlet's mother.
I disagree.
No, you'd be Juliet. Juliet.
Oh.
Not Gertrude. All right, Ralph.
Nice.
Vincent.
Yes, sir.
According to Celebrity Magazine,
Yes, sir.
what is Keith Smith's favorite song?
Oh, Welcome to My Nightmare by Alice Cooper. She loved it. Well, my favorite song that she ever sang when I first saw her in New Haven was called Without Love, but I think it's When the Moon Comes Over the Mountain.
When the Moon Comes Over the Mountain.
I'll agree.
Is that your favorite song? That is her favorite song, When the Moon Comes Over the Mountain. And it's been her favorite for 40 years. All right. Put an X there. Harriet, your turn.
Ernest Borgnine.
Ernest, my friend, Shakespeare called it the posterior of the day. What was it?
The posterior of the day?
The posterior of the day.
Well, posterior would have to be the end of the day.
The end of the day.
I disagree.
No, the afternoon. The afternoon. Yes, put a circle there. All right, Ralph, Secret Square game. Paul, on the debut of his television show, he walked out with his thumb in his mouth and said, "I want my nana." Who did that?
Was that the State of the Union address?
Debut of his television show. He walked out with his thumb in his mouth and said, "I want my nana." Who did that?
Well, it sounds like Jonathan, but I don't know. My nana.
I want my nana.
I'll say Red Skelton.
Red Skelton.
I'll disagree.
Johnny Carson on his first Tonight Show. Yes, okay, you've got...
George Gobel.
All right, to the X, and now we'll go to George DeBlock. George, did the 18th Amendment to the Constitution, which instituted prohibition in America, actually forbid the drinking of alcohol?
Well, it wouldn't have bothered me one way or the other, but no, because you could still get alcohol for medicinal purposes, and if you had it at home...
He said no, it did not forbid.
I agree.
It only its manufacture, sale, or transportation. You have the circle, and Ralph, it's your turn.
Kate Smith.
Kate Smith, I might have gone, I might have gone to Robert Fuller, the block, but I may be looking for that secret square. What famous American, Kate, was well known for saying, "I'll be back in a flash with a flash"?
Walter Winchell.
That's true.
That is true. Very good. You've got the X. Harry, your turn.
For win.
And that's the secret square. Here we go for all the marbles, Robert. Now, on secret squares, you don't have to bluff, and I'll tell you why. It's a multiple choice, as we know. That's why we always have the special envelope, always a multiple choice question. Robert, listen carefully. Late in his life, what great French painter did a series of famous paintings called water lilies? Water lilies. Was it Renoir, Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, or Monet? Did a series of famous paintings called water lilies. Renoir, Van Gogh, or Monet?
I think it was Van Gogh.
I'll agree.
No. I think Vincent would have known that. Who was it, Vincent?
Monet.
It was Monet, yes. Put an X there, and we'll have another secret square in next game. You've got the X where he is. Now pick a star, huh?
Marcia Wallace.
That's the move for $500. Marcia, in the Bible,
Yes, Peter.
the three famous gifts of the Magi were frankincense, myrrh, and what else?
Well, if I remember my Bible correctly, it was either lawn furniture or water pick. No. It was your gold, your frankincense, and your myrrh. Your gold.
Gold.
I don't think so.
Yes, it was gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Interesting game. Put a circle there. All right, the cubicle open is Jonathan Winters. If you are correct here, Harriet, you have a tie game. Incorrect, X gets the square. Up to you. Has anyone ever been married? Jonathan? Has anyone ever been married on a blimp?
Yes, I think the owner and his wife of the Steelers were married on a blimp just after, no, that's a little inside thing. Inside the blimp. I'm almost sure that some nut has been married in a funny blimp.
I'll agree.
Many nuts. I mean, many people have. Of course, we have a commercial and a tie game, and that's very good. We'll be back. Again.
And this time, X starts the secret square for the $1,200 Swinger 300 Kimball organ. Just push buttons for chords, rhythm, and background. Then with only 2 fingers, you can play your favorite song. The Swinger 300, furnished by Kimball, plus a $1,000 gift certificate from Color Tile Supermarts, featuring a giant selection of easy do-it-yourself floor and wall tiles and bathroom vanities, furnished by Color Tile. And relax in new Lazy Boy recliners. Can be placed 1 inch from the wall. You can recline to any position with the footrest up or down, furnished by Lazy Boy. And down in Newport, Parlor Stove combines decorating exhilarating elegance with efficient heating, made of cast iron for original patterns, practical and beautiful, a Newport parlor stove furnished by Dyna. Also, $500 worth of Ditto's jeans and tops that hug the curves, tie tops, tank tops, drawstrings, halter and T-shirts, hand-painted knits, each one a work of art, furnished by Ditto's. Plus, the new 22-volume World Book Encyclopedia, including research guide and index volume. World Book is easy to use, easy to read, and Childcraft, the 15-volume How and Why library. That's it, Peter.
Okay, let's show the whole money. It's the Secret Square. Ralph, you'll start this game.
Vincent Price.
Sure enough. True or false, during the Second World War, the Red Cross was accepting blood donations from moose.
It must be from more than one moose. Must be a mice, mustn't it? No. From mooses?
From mooses, blood donations.
Well, I was in at the very beginning of blood donation, and I don't believe that, no.
So that's
it has
false.
to be a human.
I agree with Vincent.
That is false, of course. All right, well, the next. Harriet, your turn. Robert, Katharine Hepburn has stated that the average woman's ambition is to have a French boyfriend, be admired by an American, courted by an Italian, and do what with an Englishman?
Oh, she wants to marry an Englishman.
I agree.
That's right. You've got the circle, Ralph. Your turn.
George Goebel.
George, true or false, a man in California was recently arrested for attempting to drown his wife in their waterbed.
Yeah, she was heard to say, "Slow down, my beloved, I'm drowning."
Was a man arrested recently in California for attempting to drown his wife in a waterbed?
Oh, come on, Pete. Well, that's so goofy. Yeah, he probably.
She said that's true.
I don't know, I'll agree.
You'll buy that?
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, put an X there. Okay, hey, your turn.
Paul in.
Paul, when he was a child, American frontier hero Daniel Boone was adopted. Daniel Boone was adopted. Who adopted Daniel Boone?
The Indians.
The Indians.
I'll agree.
The Shawnee Indians. Yes, you've got the circle. Ralph, your turn.
Karen Valentine.
Karen? According to an article in Vogue magazine, are most of us still somewhat surprised when we find out that a really beautiful woman is also very, very intelligent?
Huh?
Are most of us still surprised when we find out that a really beautiful woman is also very intelligent?
Yes.
I'll agree.
Unfortunately, we still tend to believe that beauty and brains don't go together, but in many instances it does. This is your case right there.
Oh,
Karen
sure.
Valentine. Yes. What's the next, Karen?
Jonathan Winters.
That's the Secret Square, Harriet. Here we go. Let me tell you, this is a big one, too. It's worth over $4,000. Jonathan, listen carefully. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly won an Oscar for her performance in The Country Girl. Now, who played her husband? Now, also stars, don't even say anything because those mics are very loud here. Who played Grace? She won an Oscar for her performance in The Country Girl. Who played her husband? Was that played by Van Johnson, Stuart Granger? Let me tell you what this means. No. This is very important. That is our buzzer, which means that time is up. This would not only give you, my love, the Secret Square, but I believe this would give you a tie game, and we would go for a tie-breaking question. So now, Jonathan, listen carefully. Grace Kelly won an Oscar for her performance in The Country Girl. Who played her husband? Was it Van Johnson, Stuart Granger, or Bing Crosby?
I would have to say Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
I agree.
It was Bing Crosby. Game. First of all, you won $4,500. The organ, please, may I see what she has won? Thank you very much. $1,000 worth of tile, a recliner chair, parlor stove, jeans, encyclopedia. $4,500. You are both tied with 3 circles and 3 X's. And now we're going for a tie-breaking question. Ralph, I believe we leave the board just as it is. You would do this just as normally. You can pick any star up there, either Kate Smith, Marcia Wallace, Ernest Borgnine, and I will read the tie-breaking question. If you are correct, you'll have the car. Incorrect, circle. Harriet will drive away.
Ernest Borgnine.
For the car, Ernest, listen carefully. Which of the following heroes did not lose his life at the Alamo? Who did not die at the Alamo? Jim Bowie, Daniel Boone or Davy Crockett?
I was in the picture. Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone.
Did not die.
I agree.
Daniel Boone did not die. Okay, we have $400 for Harriet and a secret square, $4,800, $450 also, and an additional $500 and the car. All right, Kenny.
It's Pontiac Smart 2 subcompact cast for distinctive styling with responsive four-cylinder engine, electronic ignition, overhead cam, 3-speed floor shift, furnished by Pontiac.
Have a good evening. Congratulations to our players and to the stars. See you here next time on the Hollywood Squares. Thank you.
A Jackson Pollock painting once sold for $10.5 million. A Picasso self-portrait was bought for over $43 million. A Japanese businessman paid $82.5 million for a Van Gogh. Tim drew this and won $5 grand. It pays to be an artist. Win, lose, or draw, weekdays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, only on Game Show Network.